TikTok and the Rise of China, a comprehensive overview. Introduction. TikTok, a social media platform developed by the Chinese company ByteDance, has transformed into a global cultural phenomenon since its launch. However, its rapid rise has sparked significant political and national security concerns, particularly in the United States. This report provides a detailed examination of TikTok's origins, growth, and the ensuing political ramifications as it navigates its future amid increasing scrutiny. Origins and growth of TikTok. TikTok was launched in China in 2016 under the name Douyin. Its international version TikTok debuted shortly thereafter and quickly gained traction outside China, particularly in the US. The acquisition of the lip-syncing app Musical.ly in 2018 provided TikTok with a substantial user base and further solidified its presence in the competitive social media landscape. TikTok's meteoric rise can be attributed to its unique algorithm that curates content based on individual interests, allowing users to discover videos tailored to their preferences. This engaging format, combined with a user-friendly design, contributed to its explosive popularity, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic, when many turned to digital platforms for entertainment and social interaction. TikTok became a creative outlet for countless users, launching the careers of various artists and influencers and establishing itself as a staple in the landscape of social media. Political backlash and security concerns. Despite its success, TikTok's Chinese ownership has raised alarms among U.S. officials. Concerns center around potential data misuse and the possibility that the Chinese government could access user data under Chinese law. The political landscape became particularly charged in 2020 when former President Donald Trump attempted to ban TikTok, citing national security threats. Legal challenges ensued and the ban was ultimately blocked by the courts, setting the stage for ongoing debates about the platform's future. The Biden administration continued to scrutinize TikTok's implications for U.S. security, launching a comprehensive review through the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States (CFIUS). The administration's concerns were fueled by allegations that TikTok could be used for surveillance or to influence American users. Legislative actions and legal battles. In 2023, U.S. lawmakers passed a federal law mandating that ByteDance either sell TikTok or face a ban due to persistent security concerns. This legislation was upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court, presenting significant challenges for TikTok and ByteDance. The law stipulated a deadline for the sale, asserting that the app's Chinese ownership represented an unacceptable risk to national security. In response, TikTok filed lawsuits against the U.S. government, arguing that it had invested over $2 billion to enhance security measures, including routing U.S. user data to servers operated by the American tech company Oracle. TikTok's legal team claimed that the measures taken were sufficient to mitigate the risks outlined by U.S. officials. Key events timeline. 1. 2016, launch of Douyin in China. TikTok is launched internationally. 2. 2018, TikTok acquires Musical.ly, integrating its user base. 3. 2020, Trump attempts to ban TikTok. Citing national security risks, legal battles ensue. For 2021, the Biden administration continues reviews of TikTok. CFIUS negotiations begin. 5. 2022 to 2023, TikTok presents a security agreement draft to CFIUS, but substantive negotiations stall. 6. 2023, Congress passes a law requiring ByteDance to sell TikTok or face a ban. The Supreme Court upholds this law. 7. 2024, TikTok users face uncertainty as the platform's future remains in limbo due to ongoing legal and political developments. Cultural impact and user experience. TikTok's influence extends beyond mere entertainment. It has significantly shaped global trends, particularly among younger audiences. The platform's engaging content has transformed how users interact with media, fostering creativity and allowing individuals to showcase their talents in a dynamic environment. From dance challenges to viral memes, TikTok has become a breeding ground for cultural phenomena. often spilling over into mainstream media and influencing music charts. Security concerns and political maneuvering. The ongoing security concerns surrounding TikTok reflect broader geopolitical tensions between the US and China. Critics argue that the app's ownership poses risks not only to individual privacy but also to national security, with potential implications for information manipulation and surveillance. The US government's actions against TikTok underscore a growing wariness of foreign technology companies and their influence on American society. As political debates continue, TikTok faces the challenge of balancing its global identity with the need to assuage fears about its Chinese ownership. The platform has attempted to distance itself from its origins by investing in local operations and emphasizing its commitment to user safety and data privacy. However, skepticism remains, and the political landscape appears increasingly polarized. Differences in reporting. While various sources cover TikTok's rise and the associated political concerns, they often focus on different aspects. Some emphasize the cultural impact and user experiences, highlighting the platform's role in shaping trends and providing a creative outlet. Others delve into the legal and political ramifications, detailing the complexities of negotiations with the US government and the implications of ongoing scrutiny. Conclusion. TikTok's journey from a novel social media platform to a contentious subject in political debate illustrates the complex interplay between technology culture and national security. As TikTok navigates its uncertain future amidst legal battles, it serves as a case study of how global technology firms must adapt to the evolving political landscape while addressing legitimate concerns about data privacy and security. The outcome of these developments will not only impact TikTok but may also set precedents for other foreign tech companies operating in the US as the world grapples with the implications of digital connectivity in an increasingly fragmented geopolitical environment. In summary, TikTok's rise signifies not just a triumph of innovation and cultural influence but also a reflection of the challenges posed by globalization and the intricate dynamics between technology and national interests. The rise of TikTok, a platform developed by the Chinese company ByteDance, has not only reshaped social media dynamics but also ignited a complex web of political and national security discussions, particularly in the United States. Here are some counterintuitive insights drawn from the provided content. 1. Cultural acceptance versus political resistance. Despite TikTok's origins as a product of a Chinese company, which would typically lead to skepticism in a politically charged environment like the US, it rapidly became a beloved platform among American users. This acceptance highlights a paradox where cultural engagement can transcend nationalistic concerns, suggesting that people often prioritize entertainment and connection over geopolitical narratives. 2. User data security measures. TikTok's parent company ByteDance has invested heavily in security measures to appease US regulators, reportedly spending over $2 billion on initiatives like routing US user data to servers operated by Oracle. This effort is counterintuitive because it reflects a significant commitment to transparency and security, which contradicts the prevailing narrative that all Chinese tech firms inherently compromise user privacy. 3. Political bipartisanship. The bipartisan support for banning TikTok in Congress is striking as it unites typically polarized political factions, Republicans and Democrats, around a common concern for national security. This unusual alignment suggests that the fear of foreign technology can override traditional party lines, indicating a shift in how national security is perceived in relation to technology. 4. Impact of the pandemic. TikTok's explosive growth during the COVID-19 pandemic, where it became a platform for creativity and community, contradicts the expectation that crises diminish social media engagement. Instead, it reveals how crises can lead to increased reliance on digital platforms for connection and expression, showcasing the platform's role as a refuge during challenging times. 5. Legal and regulatory challenges. The fact that TikTok, despite being a major player in the global market, is facing existential threats due to political maneuvering is a counterintuitive reflection of how technology firms can be vulnerable to regulatory landscapes. The notion that a single law could dictate the platform's future illustrates the precariousness of tech companies in the face of national security rhetoric challenging the belief that market success translates to security and stability. 6. Algorithm transparency versus concerns. There is an inherent contradiction in the U.S. government's demands for algorithm transparency while simultaneously asserting that TikTok's algorithm could be harmful. This reflects a misunderstanding or oversimplification of how algorithms operate and the complexity involved in ensuring data privacy and content moderation, suggesting that regulatory bodies may not fully grasp the technological landscape they are trying to govern. 7. Influencer economic impact. TikTok has been cited as a significant factor in boosting the careers of various artists and influencers, like Lil Nas X. This economic boost contrasts with the narrative of TikTok as merely a tool of distraction or frivolity. It highlights how platforms can have profound economic implications, contrary to the expectation that cultural phenomena lack tangible economic value. 8. Surveillance versus engagement. The fears around surveillance and data access associated with TikTok can be seen as disproportionate when compared to the levels of data collection performed by other social media platforms. This counterintuitive realization suggests a selective scrutiny of TikTok driven by geopolitical tensions rather than an objective assessment of data privacy across platforms. 9. Globalization of content creation. TikTok's ability to influence global trends, particularly among younger demographics, underscores a counterintuitive notion that Chinese technology can shape Western cultural landscapes. This challenges the idea that cultural products must originate from a region to resonate within it, demonstrating a more fluid exchange of cultural content in the digital age. 10. Legal precedents and First Amendment rights. The legal battles surrounding TikTok's potential ban raise counterintuitive questions about First Amendment rights. The notion that a government could potentially restrict a platform based on its foreign ownership while simultaneously protecting content creators' rights illustrates a complex intersection of free speech and national security that complicates straightforward legal interpretations. In conclusion, TikTok serves as a lens through which we can examine broader themes of cultural exchange, technological influence, and the intricacies of national security in a globalized world. The interplay of these factors reveals a dynamic landscape that often defies simplistic narratives, highlighting the nuanced relationship between technology, culture, and politics. In analyzing the report on TikTok and its rise, several key points of significant content emerge that are often overlooked, yet crucial to understanding the broader implications of this phenomenon. 1. Algorithmic influence and cultural domination. One of the most critical yet overlooked aspects of TikTok's rise is the power of its algorithm. The platform's ability to curate content tailored to individual user preferences has not only contributed to its explosive growth but has also raised questions about the influence it wields over cultural trends and public opinion. The algorithm's design allows for the rapid dissemination of content that can shape societal attitudes, behavior, and even political perspectives. This level of influence is significant because it highlights how a platform can act as a gatekeeper of information and culture, potentially swaying the beliefs and actions of millions of users without their conscious awareness. The implications of this are profound. TikTok has become a tool for cultural export from China, presenting a distinctly Chinese narrative or perspective on global issues. As the app spreads, it brings with it Chinese cultural norms and values, which could lead to a shift in global cultural dynamics. This cultural penetration is significant because it challenges the traditional dominance of Western platforms, suggesting a new era of digital colonialism where cultural products from non-Western nations gain prominence. 2. National security and data sovereignty. While the report discusses the political backlash and security concerns surrounding TikTok, the nuances of data sovereignty and the geopolitical implications of digital platforms are often understated. The fear that the Chinese government could access user data raises fundamental questions about privacy, surveillance, and the control of information. This concern extends beyond TikTok itself. It reflects broader anxieties about how data is governed in an increasingly digital world. The significance here lies in the potential for a new Cold War over technology and data. Countries like the US are grappling with how to secure their digital borders against foreign entities that might exploit data for political or economic gain. TikTok's situation exemplifies a growing trend where national security intersects with technology, necessitating new frameworks for understanding and regulating data in a global context. The legislative actions and legal battles underscore the urgency of addressing these issues as nations navigate the complexities of digital sovereignty in an interconnected world. 3. Impact on users and creators. The report highlights TikTok's role in launching the careers of artists and influencers. Yet the broader implications of this on user autonomy and creator economy dynamics are often overlooked. TikTok has democratized content creation, allowing individuals to gain visibility and monetize their creativity in ways that were previously restricted to those with access to traditional media platforms. This shift has empowered a new generation of creators, but it also raises questions about the sustainability of such careers and the potential for exploitation. The platform's monetization policies, algorithm changes, and community guidelines can significantly impact creators' livelihoods, leading to a precarious existence for many. As the app faces regulatory scrutiny and potential bans, the uncertainty surrounding its future could leave countless creators in limbo. Highlighting the vulnerabilities inherent in relying on a single platform for income. This is significant as it illustrates the precarious nature of the gig economy and the need for better protections for digital creators. 4. Geopolitical tensions and digital platforms. The interplay between TikTok's success and geopolitical tensions, particularly between the US and China, is another critical point that is often glossed over. The reaction to TikTok is not solely about data privacy, it is emblematic of larger fears regarding China's rise as a technological superpower. The US response to TikTok reflects a broader strategy of containment against perceived threats from China, suggesting that digital platforms are now battlegrounds for geopolitical influence. This significance is multifaceted. On one hand, it speaks to the fragility of international relations, where a social media platform can become a focal point for national security discussions. On the other hand, it illustrates how cultural and technological exchanges are increasingly politicized, complicating the global landscape where digital platforms operate. The future of TikTok could set a precedent for how other foreign-owned tech companies are treated, influencing international business relations and the global economy. 5. Legal and regulatory frameworks. The report details the legal battles TikTok has faced, but the significance of these developments in shaping future regulatory frameworks for technology companies is often overlooked. The Supreme Court's involvement and the subsequent legal challenges highlight a pivotal moment in how governments may regulate technology moving forward. The balance between ensuring national security and fostering innovation poses a significant challenge for lawmakers. The implications of these legal frameworks extend beyond TikTok, as they could serve as a template for regulating other foreign-owned technology platforms. This is crucial for understanding the future landscape of tech regulation, where governments may increasingly impose restrictions on foreign entities to protect domestic interests. The precedents set in TikTok's case could lead to more aggressive stances against other non-Western tech companies, further entrenching the divide between different geopolitical blocs in the digital realm. Conclusion. In summary, the rise of TikTok is not merely a story of a popular social media platform, it encapsulates a complex interplay of cultural influence, national security concerns, user dynamics, geopolitical tensions, and evolving legal frameworks. Recognizing these overlooked aspects is significant for understanding the broader implications of technology in society and the emerging challenges that come with a digitally interconnected world. The narrative surrounding TikTok serves as a microcosm of the larger forces at work in our increasingly digital and globalized society. 1. Cultural impact of TikTok. TikTok has reshaped global cultural trends, particularly among younger demographics. By providing a platform for creative expression through short-form videos, its unique algorithm allows for personalized content curation, making it distinct from other social media platforms. The app has not only launched the careers of numerous artists and influencers but has also fostered a new wave of digital creativity that resonates globally, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic when it saw significant growth. 2. Political backlash and security concerns. The app's Chinese ownership has led to intense scrutiny and national security concerns in the U.S. The potential for data misuse and government surveillance under Chinese law has fueled bipartisan support for legislative actions against TikTok. This backlash culminated in attempts to ban the app, legal challenges, and ongoing reviews by the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States (CFIUS). Reflecting a broader anxiety about foreign technology companies and their implications for American security. 3. Legislative actions and legal battles. The passage of a federal law in 2023 requiring ByteDance to sell TikTok or face a ban highlights the increasing legal pressures on the platform. The U.S. Supreme Court's upholding of this law underscores the seriousness with which lawmakers approach the perceived security risks associated with the app. TikTok's attempts to navigate these legal challenges, including filing lawsuits and implementing security measures, illustrate the complexities of balancing national security with the platform's operational viability in the U.S. 4. The interplay of technology culture and national security. The TikTok saga exemplifies the intricate relationship between technological innovation, cultural influence, and national security. As a Chinese-owned platform that has achieved unprecedented popularity in the West, TikTok serves as a case study in the global tech landscape's shifting dynamics. The ongoing debates surrounding its future not only reflect concerns about data privacy and user safety but also encapsulate broader geopolitical tensions between China and the U.S., revealing the challenges posed by globalization in the digital age. 1. The Opium Wars 1839–1842, 1856–1860. The Opium Wars were two significant conflicts involving China and Western powers, primarily Britain. The first war was triggered by China's efforts to suppress the opium trade, which was leading to widespread addiction and social issues. The British, seeking to protect their lucrative opium trade, retaliated militarily. The resulting Treaty of Nanking in 1842 ceded Hong Kong to Britain and opened several Chinese ports to British trade. The Second War further eroded Chinese sovereignty, leading to more concessions and the establishment of foreign legations in Beijing. Similar to the concerns surrounding TikTok, these wars highlighted the clash between Western interests and Chinese sovereignty, raising questions about control, influence, and cultural imperialism. 2. The Boxer Rebellion 1899–1901. The Boxer Rebellion was an anti-foreign, anti-Christian uprising in China driven by nationalist sentiments against foreign imperialism and the presence of foreign missionaries. The Boxers, a secret society, sought to expel foreign influences and restore Chinese sovereignty. The uprising led to the intervention of an 8-nation alliance which included the United States, Britain, and Japan, resulting in a military campaign against the Boxers. This rebellion underscores the tensions between foreign powers and Chinese nationalism, akin to the contemporary debates over TikTok, where cultural influence and national security become contentious issues. 3. The Chinese Exclusion Act 1882. The Chinese Exclusion Act was a U.S. federal law that prohibited all Chinese laborers from entering the United States. It was the first significant law restricting immigration based on nationality and race. Fueled by racial prejudices and economic fears, the act reflected the broader context of xenophobia and national security concerns at the time. The legislation led to years of discrimination and exclusion for Chinese individuals living in the U.S. This case parallels the treatment of TikTok, revealing how national security concerns can lead to legal restrictions on foreign entities, often intertwined with cultural and racial biases. The rise of TikTok, the short-form video platform developed by China's ByteDance, has reshaped the social media landscape, establishing itself as a global cultural phenomenon. However, this ascent has not been without controversy, particularly regarding national security concerns in the United States. As we look to the future, several predictions emerge regarding TikTok's trajectory and the broader implications for China and its global influence. 1. Regulatory landscape and ownership changes. In the wake of ongoing scrutiny, it is likely that TikTok will undergo significant changes in ownership and operational structure. The enforced sale of TikTok by ByteDance as mandated by U.S. legislation could lead to a U.S.-based entity acquiring the platform. This transition would aim to alleviate national security concerns by ensuring that U.S. user data is managed independently of Chinese influence. As governments worldwide continue to tighten data privacy laws, TikTok may implement more rigorous security measures to comply with local regulations, potentially creating a fragmented user experience across different regions. 2. Cultural adaptation and content strategy. As TikTok navigates its changing ownership, it will need to adapt its content strategy to resonate with diverse audiences while mitigating risks of censorship and political backlash. The platform's algorithm, known for its ability to curate personalized content, will require transparency to address concerns about data manipulation. Future TikTok iterations may emphasize localized content, allowing national branches of the platform to produce contextually relevant material that aligns with cultural norms and legal requirements in different countries. 3. Technological innovations and competition. TikTok is likely to invest heavily in technology to enhance user experience and security. This could include the development of artificial intelligence tools to better moderate content and protect users from inappropriate material. As competition intensifies from platforms like Instagram and YouTube, which have launched similar short video features, TikTok may continue to innovate, perhaps by introducing new interactive formats or monetization options for creators, solidifying its position as a leader in the social media space. 4. Geopolitical implications and soft power. The future of TikTok will also reflect broader geopolitical dynamics. As the platform navigates challenges in the U.S., it may strengthen its presence in markets that are more open to Chinese technology, such as Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America. This strategy could enhance China's soft power, allowing it to shape global cultural narratives through popular media. Conversely, if TikTok faces sustained bans in Western markets, it could create a bifurcated digital environment where platforms operate under different regulatory frameworks, further entrenching geopolitical divisions. 5. Public perception and user trust. Public perception of TikTok will evolve as users grapple with concerns over privacy and data security. As legal battles continue, TikTok will need to engage transparently with its user base, emphasizing its commitment to protecting user data and promoting safety on the platform. Initiatives to educate users about data practices and enhance user agency in content consumption may help rebuild trust and mitigate backlash. The company might also explore partnerships with third-party organizations to audit its data practices, further demonstrating accountability. 6. Impact on content creators and influencers. As TikTok's operational landscape shifts, content creators will face new challenges and opportunities. Changes in ownership could impact monetization strategies, prompting creators to adapt their business models. They may also see the emergence of alternative platforms that offer similar functionalities with more favorable terms. However, TikTok's established user base and brand recognition will likely maintain its allure, ensuring that it remains a primary platform for influencer marketing and content creation. 7. Potential for new formats and features. The evolution of TikTok may open the door for new content formats and features. For instance, the integration of augmented reality AR and virtual reality VR could create immersive experiences, allowing users to engage with content in novel ways. Additionally, TikTok may explore collaborations with brands for exclusive content or events, further blurring the lines between entertainment and commerce. 8. Environmental and ethical considerations. In response to increasing scrutiny over social media's impact on mental health and society, TikTok may proactively address these concerns. Initiatives promoting digital well-being, mental health resources, and ethical content creation could become integral to its brand identity. This pivot would not only enhance user experience but also align with broader societal expectations for corporate responsibility. Conclusion: the future of TikTok is poised at a crossroads. Influenced by regulatory pressures, cultural shifts, and technological advancements. As it navigates these challenges, the platform's ability to adapt and innovate will be crucial in maintaining its relevance in the global market. The interplay between national security and the cultural influence of Chinese technology will continue to shape not only TikTok's journey but also the broader landscape of social media and global communication.